Hello, welcome to the Transcendent. In this video, we'll learn what are HTML special character entities, like ampersand, and how are they used. The less than symbol, the greater than symbol, and the ampersand symbol are undoubtedly among the most crucial characters we utilize in order to construct HTML documents effectively. The question arises when we desire to showcase these very symbols in our actual content, while simultaneously ensuring that they maintain their original significance and meaning. We had a brief discussion regarding this issue back when we were discussing the code and pre-elements. Now, we will explore into this topic and examine it in even more detail and thoroughly. When we type a greater than, less than, or ampersand symbol by itself, it is generally noticeable and visible as a component within the written text on the page. However, if we begin to construct something that resembles an actual HTML element, that entire structure is frequently destined to disappear from view altogether. The web browser automatically assumes that it should proceed with processing this particular content as a structural HTML command, rather than simply presenting it as visible, tangible content. In particular situations, it is absolutely essential for us to discover a feasible solution to this problem on our own. This is where we make use of something called a character entity. HTML entities are organized in a distinct and specific manner: an ampersand, a unique short code, and finally a semicolon. We write these codes efficiently within an HTML file, maintaining a clean and efficient coding structure. And they are then rendered into the particular characters that we are particularly interested in showcasing and emphasizing in the final outcome. This is the precise technique we utilized in the demonstration for the pre-tag. Every single instance of a greater than or less than symbol was written, utilizing its corresponding character entity, ensuring that the comparison remains accurate and clear. The W3C continually updates and maintains a comprehensive reference chart of all character entities, allowing us to effortlessly look up and access the information we need. HTML entities as well prove to be useful when typing special characters that are not readily available on a traditional standard keyboard. For example, if we need to place a copyright symbol into our content, we can simply type the entity like ampersand, copy, and semicolon to make it appear. We are not required to use the character entity exclusively for this. Frequently, we can simply copy and paste the character directly or learn the specific keyboard command for it. Doing so allows us to quickly incorporate the character into our text, ensuring accuracy and efficiency in our writing and typing tasks. Nevertheless, employing these HTML special characters continues to be a completely valid and dependable method for accomplishing this particular task. There is a particularly unique entity that we would like to emphasize: the non-breaking space. Ordinarily, standard spaces serve as potential locations where lines of text might pause or branch out. The words themselves remain intact, and when a line runs out of room, the browser identifies a normal space to wrap the text to a new line. It constantly seeks out and locates any established standard spaces found between words. However, we can incorporate a non-breaking space between two words instead of a regular one, and the browser will be furnished with the instruction to refrain from separating them. For instance, if we were wished to consistently utilize the expression the transcendent in a manner that constantly appears as a single, unified concept. In order to guarantee that the phrase "the" will never appear on a separate line alongside the word transcendent, we would take the necessary precaution by employing the assistance of the corresponding entity. We can type and NBSV for non-breaking space. Between these two words, there exists a particular point where the line will consistently appear to be indomitable, regardless of the most extreme and challenging circumstances that may be present. Individuals also utilize the non-breaking space to steer the browser towards displaying an unusually high number of consecutive spaces as a form of manipulation. As we've already delved into the topic, discussing how when you introduce a series of spaces in your HTML code, the browser tends to automatically collapse them into a single, unified space. The browser does not, however, on the other hand, does not effectively remove non-breaking spaces either. Therefore, you have the ability to create a double space, for instance, by utilizing one regular space and one non-traumatic space. In essence, HTML character entities provide a reliable method to guarantee the browser renders the exact character we need on the page, including these powerful non-breaking spaces. In summary, HTML character entities provide a dependable method for us to guarantee that the web browser correctly displays the precise character we desire without any discrepancies. This rule applies to all symbols appearing on the page, and certainly includes the valuable non-breaking spaces, which play a significant role in maintaining a visually appealing and easy-to-read layout. You can find all the necessary files and exercises to practice with this video in the attached files.